Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to our rapidly expanding country here in the rapidly expanding country of the cruel Deathbringers, let us not forget, here in Age of Wonders 3. I spent a moment before recording wondering if the way we were going to open this episode was by declaring war on this player, because this army's right here, and it looks pretty claimable. Like, they got a couple of tier 2 soldier units, but overall, I think our army should be able to absolutely reannihilate them, right? And what if we just crush their main armed force and then ride for their town immediately? But it's such a distance, they'd definitely be able to rebuild. This is not a real plan. I'm eager. I'm eager to declare war, clearly. I'm going to fall back and try to heal up, try to clear out some of this other stuff around here. So what is the deal with this? Tier 2 Battle Mage Lightbringers with their long-range Spirit Bolts. Just 10 base damage, nothing really fancy going on there. Some Zealots, which seem to be basically really crummy. 14 damage on their normal melee strike. 2 of its Spirit. Yeah, this doesn't look like much of a threat. That said, I may want to give it a turn or two, just to let my HP recover. We can do that in friendly territory. Just chill for this turn. You are going to the underground passage. Please do. Meeting Fierce Flintwall. Oh, Fierce Flintwall. I'm a big fan of your whole vibe. Or sorry, this is... The city is called Flintwall. This guy's name is Trod Goredrinker. Very cool. Greets you with flashing eyes, a big grin, and a proud stance. Strength and blood! Glory to you, Necron the Risen! We cannibalistic croakers, oh I love it, of Flintwall welcome you to these lands of strife. We look forward to seeing your strength on the battlefield, be it alongside or against you. Alright, I want to give you a Whispering Stone so bad, which means we gotta get another one, or... Let me see if proud Flintwall is worthy of my strength. So you are underground. You're quite a large city, actually. Interesting. Yeah, I love cannibalistic croakers. And he's even evil, so he's on our side a little bit. Yeah, okay. We need to conclude our business with that other city that we have so that we can get our Whispering Stone back so that we can give it to Trod Goredrinker, who is now my favorite NPC of all time. I'm not... Are we going to piss them off if I ride through their territory? Is there... Do we have rules about this right now? Right now we're in this diplomatic state. If we move up to Pact of Cooperation, they open their borders. So I'm not sure if I will cause a diplomatic incident by riding through their stuff. That's earthen here. We'll just ride up to here and do a little excavating. We'll try to get around the edges of their stuff for the moment. And you were just coming home. So we have another hero offer to join. Multiple people of the Goredrinker clan, and I want them on the team so badly, but I just still don't really have any money. I'm trying to get there. Another ruler has begun negotiations. Vanera. When a free city is vassalized, other rulers may receive a grievance if they have reached at least Pact of Cooperation. So Vanera is negotiating with Magnaford? Okay. Good to know. I don't think that's something that we need to worry about just this moment. How are we doing over here? We have a Pact of Loyalty next turn. It's going to be a while before we can pull back our Whispering Stones here. Where's the next one? Is it on this? It sure doesn't look like it. Forced March, Siege Specialization... Teleporter province improvements? That seems pretty alright. Right of the Last Stand seems desperate. So are there more Whispering Stones in any of these other things, or is 2 just the most you're ever going to have? Okay, no. Order Affinity has a right of the Whispering Stone. There are several things that kind of look like they could be Whispering Stones. It's just like it's not clear because their thing is just like round. Gain the ability to assign Whispering Stones to other Empire's vassals to steal their tribute and also gain one of your own. I mean, we're building along this line, but it's going to take forever. Nope, that's not what I want either. Okay, yeah, so I mean, they're scattered around, but it's hard to... Okay, that's fine. We'll get them when we get them, you know? I want to be friends with the cannibalistic croakers so badly. I guess that's true. We could use Imperium to boost our allegiance, right? No, not right now. We will need a larger amount of Imperium. Okay. Well, let's just end the turn for the moment. I don't like Venera having units all up in my territory here. I wonder if we can close our borders to her. Nope. Yes, Pact of Loyalty with Flintwall. Magistrate Favenet Luna of Rivercourt comes to you with a request of high importance. Trod Gordrinker and I of Flintwall share a long and lasting friendship. Okay, maybe you are cool after all. He once saved me from a boar during a hunt, and we have been allies ever since. I would trust Trod Gordrinker with my life, and I believe Flintwall would make a great ally for you as well. I know he would be honored to join you in your grand quest. So, okay, this is a quest to get a Pact of Loyalty. The thing is, I don't need... like, by the time we could do this with Flintwall, relations with Rivercourt are going to be irrelevant. I guess I will take the quest. There's no reason not to take the quest, but it's very unlikely that we are going to fulfill that because Rivercourt's going to be part of my empire before that can occur. So for 56 Imperium, I could gain 8 allegiance. Yeah, I think we're boosting. Pact of Vassalage in 5 turns. There we go. That's the solution for the orb. Okay, I'm feeling plenty ready to go and do this thing down. I'm gonna hit auto combat, but I bet we're gonna have to manual this to do it without deaths. Yeah. All right, we can manage it. I would really prefer not to lose anyone. I don't think this should be that difficult of a battle. Oh hey, it's one of them there crashes. I've heard that people have been having this issue. This is the first I've seen of it. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna pause the recording. I'm gonna get us into that battle, and I'll see y'all in a second. Okay, we seem to have loaded into the battle just fine that time. Who knows? The fact that I was recording may have been the mystery problem. Okay, so these units, get an eye on them. We got these guys with their 14 damage melee strike, very basic, 68 health, 3 and 3 on the defenses. Yeah. They are particularly not resistant to frost, which is cool, maybe useful for us. And then we have these Lightbringers, which seem very serious. Only a little bit more health. They have 5 energy resistance. Pretty good, particularly against Spirit, which is really actually kind of a bummer. They have their Spirit Bolts, which are extremely whatever, and their Convert ability. 60% chance of making target non-hero enemy unit become mind-controlled. And also always hits. I mean, but, you know, it always applies the 60% chance. But it has 6 range. So I think what we want to do here is try to separate at least one of these things from the rest of its crew. I think I'm going to try to, like, how far is 6 tiles? I wish I could get it to just draw that. See, it is drawing a dotted line, but it's drawing a dotted line where the extent of the range for the normal attack is. 1, 2... Wait, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah. So we just need to not be any closer than that. All right, let's Let's take it slow. I'm gonna dodge way to the side, way out here. And we're gonna see if we can't just kind of pull them apart. We are not in good position to do the song thing right now. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Sometimes you have to select your units individually to put them in defense mode for whatever turn, for whatever reason. All right, how much can we get them to separate? The answer is some. So if I throw up ice shackles, yeah, this is kind of what I want, right? We'd like to catch one of them. Oh, I didn't. Sorry. Wrong click. Okay. So they're slowed. And I want to go to a position where I'm just outside of this thing's range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like this is the line of unsafety. I would like to line up in a place where we can get the song buffs going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5, 6. These trees are not safe. Where my hero is now is actually the line. So I think what I want to do is put you right here. Maybe not. So that thing's just a little too close. And we're at the edge of the map. I'm not allowed to move into these tiles. So actually, shoot. That's a little awkward. I didn't realize that that was the edge of the movable area. Yeah, that complicates things. Maybe just fall back? Yeah, we can't really fall back very effectively now that... Yeah, that really screwed things up pretty badly. We do not fall back very effectively. Just do your best. Okay, you can make it all the way over to here. Should I just go ahead and throw up the first song? I think I'm going to. I think this is a good enough position. The hero won't get it, it's fine. And then individually select my units to make them... Okay. So this thing will get separated from its allies a little bit. But it's still in a position where if we go after this guy, this one can mind control off of it. But I think we have to, right? We have to just like pour damage on. Does Mark of Invulnerability removes all negative status effects? So we can probably just shed the mind control if we can make it so that we can't get double mind controlled. So maybe that's the move. Just commit super hard to that. Alright, you can get pretty decent cover here and give him the lightning. I like that. Don't love a graze. We're gonna have problems with the archer not being very defended. Yes, we sure are. There's not really anything we can do about it, so. Oh, that miss really sucks. All right, so what if I went for a fulmination like right here? It's pretty non-lethal. I'm gonna do it. Let's get that damage down. Okay, and the electrify sticks. So he's gonna take some damage at the beginning of his turn, although we don't get to see how much because this game is not necessarily always doing its... Oh, I forgot to do the other song. We could have been totally fine here, except I forgot to play the other song. Shit. No, that's really bad. Huh. Right here I have a 90% chance of hitting that thing? That's wild. We could also spawn our spider egg. But I really feel like it's critically important that we drop this guy. Yeah, I guess this is just like a totally clean open shot. It certainly seems like it would draw the attention of some of the other enemies toward the hero. Its corpse did something to me. Why? Wait, how do we see? It really bums me out that we can't like just mouse over their status effects. Okay, here we go. If you have nothing selected and you mouse over a unit, you can get its status effects. Adjacent hostile units suffer 15 spirit damage and have a 90% base chance of becoming condemned. Which is status resistance down. Okay, so mind control is easier. Okay, that's a really, it's a cunningly built unit. Very annoying to deal with. So I can run around here and shoot fire at it. Kind of screwed up my ability to provide the damage song. Do I want to move this warlock up to a position where I'm inviting an attack? These things are doing just normal melee strikes. They don't have like a big scary charge, but it's still not awesome to get hit by. Scald can't attack from in front of... You know what? I think I'm going to have the Scald just run up here. We're creating kind of like an awkward movement situation, but I really just want to pile damage onto these things as much as possible. It resists the insanity, because of course it does. And you kind of can't really attack anything meaningful. If I run out to here, you can take 2 shots at a reasonable damage. I'll take it. This thing's going to get a proper convert chance, and then we're going to just try to invuln it off. Bad luck. Alright, let's see how it goes. Okay, the convert was resisted. That still gets us weakened, though. This thing's got a pretty good position now where it's locked up 2 of my units. We put ourselves in some rough spots, for sure. And now this thing can't try convert again for a little while. So this costs absolutely nothing to do. There's no reason not to do this if you're already adjacent to a corpse. Yeah, it is totally free. That rules. That's very good. Can't play my songs, can't really do anything here. So we're going to have to absorb some counterattacks from these guys. I can spawn a spider. We also have the ability to throw out some more magic if we need to. I think I'm going to do this actually. This is gonna take some attention from some of our other units. That only hit for 24. That's considerably less than it was suggested it might. Okay, the quick stab is still lethal. Okay, killing that unit's good news. And then we have another corpse that we can eat. I'm gonna have the Scald ride out here, absorbing the shot from this thing so that the Warlock can move away more easily. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So what we want to do is... So I'm allowed to shoot at it from this space, even though this space is adjacent to it. I'm assuming because its zone of control is just the tiles in front of it. It's not actually a circular area. And that seems pretty good. The Scald is tough, so we can use the Scald to absorb this attack. Then come over here and just flank you good and hard. That was a very serious amount of damage. And that lets you move, although sadly you can't move to the rear of that thing anymore. If I run you over to here... Yeah, let's do this. Run you over here, crunch up a corpse right quick. And then drop a little bit of fire on this guy. A couple of coin flips. Okay. The archers have a little bit of THP, so they can absorb the counterattack. And this, I think, puts us in pretty serious control of the battle. So y'all get to feasting. And then... Do you really only have 50%? Oh, right, because they're in... yeah, because they got the trees is why. So I guess just run out here. At this point, the only unit I'm really worried about is actually our melee unit. Just start picking at this one. The Scald still has 55 HP. Our melee unit has 32. I might throw up a preemptive mark of invuln. It's weird that it removes increased morale, because it says it removes negative status effects. But what it actually does is remove all status effects. Seems annoying. Alright, you're after the Scald. You're just firing. Okay. So we need to put this thing away. Seems like a pretty good start. You are not pinned, so just trying to finish the job. Ow. Is your corpse heat on cooldown? It is. So we might want you to just flee. Yeah, I think that's the play. The evoker is just running. Alright, so we can have our Lord just do a chunk of damage. We could throw down... Oh, it's another target within 2 tiles. That's awkward. These fellas just aren't quite close enough. And we gotta try to kill this thing, right? I don't love our chances, though. Yeah, you're just not going to do all that much damage, even if this does work optimally. Well, we got to start stacking the damage up. Y'all just turn around and crack him over the head. And then... that frees up an opportunity for you to run to here and shoot him in the back. Can't catch a crit to save my life. And... I think we fulminate because if the electrify hits here, I think it'll just kill him. Yeah. He has 2 HP, so he should just die at the beginning of his turn, I think. Or maybe the electrify damage happens at the end of the turn. Oh, you are kidding me. What it... Well, it did crash again, didn't it? Let's just try to reload it real quick here. I don't actually know what the state of the autosaves is. Let's load back in. I sure hope there's in-combat autosaving. But yeah, we definitely weren't having any trouble the last few episodes. I know that the game has been reported as being crashy and that there are some solutions already. So I can look into this stuff if this persists in being a problem. Load the game, autosave. Boy, that's not very informational. It says in combat, though. Are we getting it? It's holding my breath. Okay. So it's saved right at the end of our turn. That's a pretty good time for the save to happen. The question is, are we going to get exactly the same crash? Nope, this time randomly it did not crash. Well, no reason not to feast. It turns out being a Deathbringer absolutely rules. 10 out of 10 experience, in my opinion. We used a little bit more mana than we absolutely had to there. But the job is done. That's the important part. Those things are creepy. And we managed to THP off most of the death explosion. Oh, my units are ranking up. That's cool. Got 47 knowledge from that, which is also good. I don't even remember what we were researching at this point. So what do I want to do with this army now? I don't have any idea. Let's head back over to Crockhold, because there definitely are enemies around Crockhold who are like squatting on important points. How much would it be to just buy a little bit of population? It's actually not super cheap. This is Archon blood. So it gives us some cool benefits. What we're most interested in is gold at this point. But it's pretty hard to pass up the ability to build 2 research posts. Yeah. We can build fisheries off the coast as well. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I guess we're going to take the Archon blood. Yeah. Okay. Now we have some actual mana income, which is a good change, I think, from where we were at before. Okay, let's see what's up here. We also have this army who's kind of out of a job now. We could go into the underground and fight enemies for the resource deposits down there, I suppose. You know, that's not terrible. Where is that underground passage? It's over here. Until we can afford to get an army or a hero for this army so that they can do cool stuff. That's right, we learned the Baneful Curse. Not, I think, one of our more important spells. So... bonus lightning minus some physical damage. Base 30% chance of inflicting electrified on shock units, polearm units, and fighter units. I think that actually seems really powerful. I don't know if that's something we would apply immediately because of the costs necessary. But, yep. Okay. Oh, interesting. So in addition to just these things giving the unique global effect they give, if we collect the Archon Blood and the Astral Dew and the Tranquility Pool, we will get bonus knowledge and mana from all of our mana resource nodes. That's really neat. Yeah, I like this. I like this collections thing. That gives some interesting like dynamic value to tiles on the map. I'm always a big fan of that kind of stuff. All right, what do we want over here? A mint would be cool. I think what we're going to do is just wait. Let me build a farm. We're going to build a farm somewhere. There are still resource nodes to claim up here, right? We got this one. There isn't a node in this region. It doesn't help us too much to like push in on River Court because we're going to get all River Court's land anyway. Yeah, just build a farm. And now that you've built a farm, the mint is boosted and we can afford to start building it this turn. Okay, rad. We're going to spend all of our money building money-making buildings, which is a little awkward. We're not going to be able to hire any heroes anytime soon, but we will at some point have a functioning economy eventually. Okay, I think so. We're just good. The cities are just staying in gold production mode for the moment. We're not casting that spell. Yep. We have a Pact of Loyalty from River Court. They contribute 2 flags to the Rally of Legions. They will reinforce us in combat against marauders and rulers. Rulers that we're at war with, that they're at war with. 5 turns to the Pact of Vassalage. Good news. A rivalry was declared on me. What? Think of this as an official announcement that I, Prophetess Mishara the Radiant, consider you an enemy. A modifier that slowly decreases towards 300. Any grievance will be increased in strength. Maintaining a declaration costs 10 gold to upkeep per turn. Okay. So they've just formally let the entire world know that they don't care for my ass. I get it. I'm not going to pretend I don't get it. But that's the one that's really far away from us. We don't necessarily have to worry about that immediately. Alright, that's pretty straightforward. We probably don't need this open the whole time. Go ahead and leave the underground passage. And end your turn right on top of it, so it's hard for everybody else to use. Fine, whatever. That appears to just be a cartographer. The abandoned works of a cartographer laying on the ground unguarded. Ooh, a crawler's nest. Perhaps a fun place to bring a hero eventually. Alright, y'all can't actually step onto this because yep, it's fine. Just take a nap for a turn. Perhaps not the most optimal play, I guess. Darkfetch is doing its thing. Darkspire can probably not actually produce anything that makes gold. Well, the experimentation chambers. What about Crockhold? Crockhold might be a little bit better suited. So first of all, we have a body. We have an extra person here. I do think we want to expand over the Rainbow Clover for when we gain control of it. Oh, this is a gold vein. You know what? Let's build a mine over this gold vein, and we'll get that presently. And then I mean, the library is always good. These are pretty cheap. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and get a library. And I think we're just going to leave Darkspire as it is for the moment. accumulating some Imperium and hopefully using it to like really rush River Court. All right, I can't boost again. We're 3 turns off of our pact. Some heroes are trying to join me, but I don't have any money. I really would love to bring on, especially like one of the noble Gore Drinker clan, but we'll get there. It looks like they're going to keep offering until we're ready. So I do appreciate that. All right. You can just go be somewhere else. All right. Yeah, there's stuff to fight down here. This will be valuable. No, I'm not actually adjacent to that. Shoot. Well, whatever. We'll have to deal with it later. Okay, so Crockhold is again about to gain a population. You know what? I'm gonna build basic walls. Actually, I think we need it. And then, yeah. We have some spells that are ready to cast. I have no doubt. I have no interest in casting them now. How are things going here? Okay, we're about to get our Pact of Cooperation. I'm not a big fan of all of their units running around my territory like this. Okay. The lightning blades are completed. We finished a chapter. We get a new tome. Okay. Selecting 2 tomes from the current tier will unlock more powerful tomes. Yeah. So we would like to select some tier 2 tomes. I took a tier 1 tome last time, but it felt right. So we probably don't need to worry too much about the Whispering Stones and, you know, securing affinity in that direction, because we're about to get one of our Whispering Stones back, I think. I'm assuming when we annex them, we get the stone back, probably. If we were going to seek more affinity, perhaps Shadow would be a good one, is all I'm thinking now. Okay, yep. So, a tier 2 Shadow Tome. Boy, that's a very particular definition of revelry on the cover of that, huh? So here's some Materium. That's a pretty cool looking book. You can really tell these nature affinity tomes, huh? Order. What do the shadow ones look like? Okay. Torment your enemies with morale reducing effects and exploiting their low morale. That does sound compelling. Can demoralize a lot of people, lower their morale. I mean, that's all good. Create advanced undead creatures, gain more ways to collect souls. Concentrated essence of living beings. Used for producing undead units and casting certain shadow spells. Getting access to the Necromancer. We're technically undead, right? I think Cruel Deathbringers are... Well, we're dark. I don't... If he has stuff that... Whatever. Yeah, target undead gain. So undead is actually a tag. We do not have the undead tag on our units. But if we take the Tome of Necromancy, we can certainly learn to create some undead. I think let's go that way. Tome of Necromancy sounds like a great time, and it's the one that has the coolest skull on the cover. Pretty hard to argue with, in my opinion.
Necromancers are the greatest healers of all.
That's correct. They are great.
To cure the greatest ailment itself, death. Some will fear such an existence, but what healing ritual doesn't have its side effects? There is also a grim yet satisfying efficiency in recycling your fallen. When your army succumbs, Raise them again.
Raises target corpses as zombie units that die at the end of combat. I mean, these do not seem very good. But I guess you don't have to have, for a fighter unit to be good, all it has to do is, like, get up in the enemy range and make their lives miserable, right? Honestly, raised zombies might be really good. Alright, I feel like this looks like a pretty safe battle. These are just piglets. It's 3 piglets. Can my army handle 3 piglets? Remarkably, yes. Okay. Got ourselves a pretty decent chunk of gold there. And we freed our gold mine. Feeling pretty okay about that one. This also looks very doable. Oh, we collected 5 souls there. Do I have a place? Do I have an obvious supply? Okay, yeah, 40. We have 40 souls just kind of sitting in our soul bank. You know how sometimes you have a soul bank? You know how in life that's a thing that occurs? That is just production sitting in the road. Weird. Ugh, what is this territory? Mushroom forest? This is all earthen over here. You know, let's run up this way and we're gonna just kind of dig out this side as we pass. My ruler leveled up, which is usually a pretty great sign. Melee and physical ranged attacks gain stuff. We do not have physical ranged. Unlock signature skill at level 5. Teleport to target hex and grant 40% evasion for a turn. Slight chance of instantly killing an injured target that increases the lower the target's hit points are. Damage sustained by target friendly unit is transferred to this unit with a reduction. That can be very powerful. Ooh, random tier 3 animal unit. Like, tier 3 units seem pretty significant, right? Puts 40 THP on a unit. A target friendly unit that is dead can be revived with 60% total HP. Yo, restoration is kind of boss. But honestly, like, so many random tier 3 seems very powerful. And then we have a normal skill point as well, huh? So, Fire Evoker, we're kind of in a lightning thing. The Sundering Curse lets us screw up people's defenses. I mean, Arcane Strength, yeah, right? Arcane Strength. Accuracy, piercing resistances, just hitting more. Other rulers made a defensive pact. Okay, so they're throwing in together. Okay, yep. Everybody hates me, except for the free cities. I am a great friend to the free cities. This is known. I'm just gonna pull some population in here. We're gonna build another research post. Darkspire is the research city. Alright, so you're building something of value already. You're building something of value already. Drakovech is the one that needs to pick something up. We certainly can build a library. Level 2 wizard tower. The thing is, I don't want to build anything that's going to cost too much gold, right? You know what? I am going to build this dark forge. So it's going to replace an existing thing. And it produces 7 extra draft per adjacent quarry or mine. So we could just build it right there where that farm is, that very unimpressive farm. Yeah, I think that's probably right. Yeah. Okay, take a couple of turns, but worth doing. Crockhold is ready to grab more land. I think we probably want to grab this, right? Do I want a research post here, or does it make more sense to build a conduit? I mean, I kind of love research. Yeah. All right. I was insulted. That's fine. And I wanted to make sure I reached forward and grabbed those two before any more expansion came from this direction. But now we can fall back and grab the hidden garden and everything. New empire development skill available. Bonus sensing range. We also have access to a quick mana infusion, which I don't think we really need. Ooh, spells can be cast on the first turn of combat. Feels like actually really powerful. Also, I have 1 point of nature affinity. Where did this come from? I don't know, but I am going to buy this. Let's pick up that quickening. All right, orders required. So this is a more serious battle. I'm going to sit here for a turn. I'm just going to gain health. Is there any more free stuff to grab? Let's go check out the watchtower. Okay, so there's some kind of big infestation over here. An infestation of pixies or something, it looks like. Okay, so food stash we can grab next turn. You're just looking around. Yeah, this is all bedrock up here. Well, I guess turn back around. I think we've gotten as much information out of that as we're going to. There are definitely more things being defended over here. All right, Crockhold has produced its library. I think we're probably going to want to get a granary going. We can build an arcane institute. You know what? Experimentation chambers. We still, I think, need to be focused on income pretty hard. We've managed to fix our mana problem, which is really good. A bunch of shitty spiders have attacked us. Auto combat? Ooh, nearly had a death there. And we took their souls. Tales of your dealings with shadow affinity travel far. That's a weird way to word that, but okay. A company of stalwart paladins proclaim they will overthrow you. The zealous torchbearers of the Iron Pillar are ever eager to vanquish a manifestation of shadow in their realm. The company, led by a chaplain, this fellow I suppose, does not even care to what degree you actually pose a threat to the land and its peoples. You are simply a means to bring honor and title to their names. Okay. I agree, they do deserve to be subjected to my terrible power. So we can just accept the quest. We can hire their commander to sort of screw up their power structure. You know, I'll figure it out. Something tells me we'll be alright. Do we have a sense of... Okay, they're there. What is their army makeup? So they got a couple of these chaplain units with the Spirit Blast, single shot attack, a healing prayer, and defense buffs for their units. Shoot a bow, very poor base damage. This does not seem like a difficult army, frankly. I'm a little leery of going into any battle that we have to do manually now. Like, I'm trying to avoid it, but we do need to get rid of the beast here. All right, I'll take it. We collected 8 more souls, and we freed up a thing. We'll just ride out on them because we are absolutely going to go kick their ass. This is just free food. But then you should run away. Because it appears armies that come from infestations absolutely will just ride up on you and try to kill you. Okay, so before we go spending any money, we're not going to do that. Negotiation succeeded. Yep, an evil presence, whatever. Heroes are trying to join us. So we acquired rainbow clover and also haste berries? Huh. I'm not sure that's true. That's a pretty cool effect, though. Founding cities taking -2 turns. You can turn an outpost into a city, like, instantly. And then we got some rainbow clover, which gives us... Wow, big bonus to relations with free cities and rulers. That's actually very cool. I wish that when you clicked on, like, when you click on haste berries acquired, it should show you where your haste berries are. Okay, River Court acquired some haste berries. Well, that's just damn human of them. We can boost vassalage again. Or boost allegiance. Shares all of its magic materials. So that's what happened, is they hit this level. So that's vassalage. Up here we have bonded vassalage, flourishing vassalage, and eventually supreme vassalage. At this point, only at this point, may the city be integrated. Oh, no. Okay, city can be integrated starting when we get to flourishing. Well, I'm going to press the boost button because I want to get up there as fast as possible. I right-clicked on that, and the whole, rather than the single notification disappearing, the whole category disappeared, which banished our chance to hire a hero, which is kind of annoying. But okay, fine. So we can build a channeling tower over our existing conduit, and it just gives more mana. Ooh, +3 mana per adjacent research post or conduit. Oh, we're also picking up a new area. Well, I mean, I probably want to grab toward the Lucid Forest, right? Yeah, this gives Imperium and stuff. So... But wait, I already control this quarry. Shouldn't I be able to grab that now? Maybe you can't. Oh, it's unexplored. Yeah, that's why. Well, then it's not really a thing to worry about for right now. We'll just do something else. I'm probably going to grab a research post, if I'm honest. I sure do love a research post. So now I'm definitely thinking, if we build a soul well, I could put it here, and it would gain benefit from both of these research posts. We don't really need this forester. Yeah, let's build some fancy shit. Crockhold can pick up this. Let's gain our hidden garden. All right, provide you with a powerful yield in one of your cities. It's true. +5 Imperium plus just a shit ton of food. Friendly units in domain are healed for 30 hit points at the end of each strategic turn. So this is within the city borders. Okay. So super fast healing within Crockhold's borders. And you're just one tile outside. We also acquired some Fireforge stone via our friends, I assume. Units cost less. Okay, cool. That's actually just kind of generally very good. So the other players are they're all telling us more or less directly that they intend to declare war on us when it seems convenient. It's the thing we must be very wary of. Restore Undead's probably not actually all that good. static shield also just kind of feels crummy. Shuffle my research, show me something a little more exciting. The ability to make evokers is probably the kind of thing I'm talking about. Yeah, let's learn that. So we have heroes wanting to join. Let me run some battles and stuff first. We might be able to make a little bit more money. It seems like we need about 350 to be able to just like pull any hero we want. This seems like it should be very straightforward. Yeah. Okay. We'll take that. The Torchbearers of the Iron Pillar proved no match for your dark power. I mean, they are very bad units. You ensured that not all paladins were killed outright, thinking ahead as your cunning mind is wont to do. Fresh bodies and souls are burdensome to acquire, so when lambs lead themselves to slaughter, you make efficient use of the opportunity. The symphony of death rattles that rises from the motionless bodies. The symphony of death rattles, noun, that rises from the motionless bodies is a testament to your success. So to be perfectly honest here, what I would actually really like is to have a way to make some money from this. But apparently we are not going to be given money. I just need like some instant money. So I'm assuming this has an icon next to it because it's only available because we know about souls, which is only available because we have a tome. I mean, I do like 300 knowledge. This is a couple of turns of research. 92 is a huge number of souls. We should take the souls. I'm not using them right now, but it's just so many. All right, let's deal with our heroes. Level up. So battle magic stuff is pretty good. But I guess we've got all the really exciting stuff for the moment. So, experienced leader, bonus XP for all your units. Restore, true sight, just raw HP. Your HP is not bad, but it could be better. Sprint allows the hero to pull away from enemies without provoking the opportunity attack, which is certainly something. Defense is also just kind of generally good. We're probably not going to be making a lot of physical ranged attacks. I think we're very committed to the magic stuff here. So I think I am going to pick up Sprint. This gives us the ability to keep fighting at full strength, even when the enemies think they've got the hold of us. And then sadly, you can't actually make it all the way back to Crockhold this turn. You're not going to be able to find any gold up here. Oh, this seems bad. We discovered a small monster den. Alright. Patrolling. The infestation will patrol its domain for the next 3+ turns. That's not great for this unit. Thought I remember there being an infestation around here, and that red army certainly came from somewhere. Okay, so yeah, all of these heroes. Nope, not all of them. There are heroes available to us, cruel Deathbringers, no less, who are only 250 gold to hire. But we could hire... That's interesting. We can hire these cannibalistic croakers and stuff. We just wait a little bit because our heroes are being offered to us like constantly. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. I think I basically know what I want, right? It sure would be cool to actually make it happen, though. Dare I get out of my territory? Okay. This army doesn't really need more healing time, I guess. But we're going to come back in here. Like, just the one guy could benefit. That'll be good enough. We have a hero's offer to join again. We actually have the money. So a specialist engineer, human paladin. Oh, right. For if you wanted to assign someone as a governor, because that's a thing you can do with heroes too. I really do want another combat hero first. Enables the recruitment of ogre and troll units when governing a city. I mean, that's pretty cool. A chaos adept. Unit has +3 chaos affinity when governing a city. The empire gains +3 chaos affinity. That's interesting. Oh, and their affinities actually, if they're governor, the affinities actually affect the output of the cities. That's pretty cool. You have archery skills. Do we have a, I don't think we have a cool bow. I think we have like some swords and stuff. What kind of unit are you? You are a more fighting type unit. You brought your own great axe, which is cool. Good fighting. First strike. Yeah, wow. That's a pretty good skill. Honestly, this is the kind of thing I think we need the most. Welcome aboard, sir. You are going to go and run out over here and meet up with our other army who are going to kind of like swing back. Take one of their spots. Oh, Tournament Hill. A new rally has started.
The Rally of the Lieges overview. Here, you can rally armies from your vassals and conquered ancient wonders. The amount of units you can rally is determined by how many vassals and ancient wonders you own.
So these just happen. Yeah, every so often. Cities that are loyal to you put forward lists of you. Okay. You can come back to the Rally of Lieges at any time before the next rally starts to recruit more units. Okay, so these are just people we can hire. What are the two? There's two different costs here, but they both have. So one of them has the Imperium symbol and then 105 and then gold. Okay. Recruiting to the throne city versus sending the unit to a vassal. Okay. That's interesting. And it's neat that you can contribute to the defense of your vassals in that way. Some, should you want to. I don't think we're going to be spending any resources on this right now. All right, you just keep excavating. You, I guess, come back up. Just go around there. Maybe. Alright, we're going to pull this unit back out of the underground. This army back out of the underground. I forgot that this army was up here instead of... I'm running our new hero toward our scout and not toward the army that we want them to be a part of. So that's a mistake I need to correct now. And now we can stop worrying about maintaining a significant amount of gold in hand at what time. Let's get some walls built up here. We should probably have that. There's no governor set for a lot of stuff. Because we're not doing governor stuff. We are not appointing governors at this time. Alright, at some point we're going to have to probably start caring about Mishara. At some point we should also start doing something about these units. Alright, our diplomatic state is now bonded vassalage. Good news. So we'll be at flourishing vassalage in 15 turns, and that is the state in which we can finally integrate them. I'm going to hit the boost button here. We're going to fire it. Still going to be a lot of time. We managed to learn how to build the evoker. Yeah, let's learn necromancers. Crockhold can annex a province. I don't know that it's super obvious what we want to get. There's another farm over here. What are you sitting on? Nothing. You're just there. You're just kind of chilling out. This is less obvious. What else do we really want to do? I mean, we definitely want to build our workshop. We could boost the granary with 2 foresters. We currently have 1. So, yeah, maybe that's worth doing. Just grabbing a forester. And given the, I'm going to put a forester here. Given the healing bonus for the city borders, I kind of want to push this toward our enemies, right? We come down here and investigate the desecrated temple and then claim it with Crockhold. That's probably what we're on our way to do. But before we do any other hero stuff here, I think I'm actually going to end the episode. I feel like that's a pretty good place. We have been very effective today. We've done some good quests. We've earned some powerful things. We finally got that second hero. And when you come back next time, we are just going to continue snowballing. These other players have no idea what's about to hit them. And when I say hit them, I do mean we're definitely going to be declaring war pretty soon, I think, because we may not be given a choice. So come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.